Hello everyone, welcome back to Bridgemaster. Working our way through the expert problems in this series, and we're starting with C-25. Should we be finishing off the C's today? 25, yeah, that's right. That's how the math works. Okay. We're in 7 spades after, I guess you could call the auction uneventful in some sense. North clearly was on a mission. 7 spades completely uncalled for. No, I guess. Oh, yeah, in old fashioned methods, right. 5 no trump means please bid 7 spades if you have both the ace and king of trump. Or if you have 2 of the top 3 trump, which South has, so okay. I'm not really sure that would be justified given North's hand. Gotta do something with those red suit losers, but okay. We have 6 spade tricks, easy. And then 5 more tricks in dummy is 11. We need 2 more. We could hope that the club split. That would be 13. But probably they don't. However, if they're 4-2, we could rough one of them good. Right? And then maybe there'd be a red suit squeeze against West. The timing being a bit awkward. I don't know about that. That doesn't seem like a very good level. Well, it is only a level 4 problem, I guess. Maybe that is what you're supposed to do. And if the clubs are 5-1, is it hopeless? Or might there be a repeating triple squeeze for 2 tricks? I think the entries would be wrong for that, right? Maybe not. Probably, though. Because South doesn't have any entries. It's just awful. Yeah, I don't think you could do it. Even, I mean, there's an entry in the North hand, but in clubs to the South hand, in a sense. If you were to, like, cash all but one of the spades, that would be enough to squeeze West once. Yeah, maybe. Because then he would be squeezed in the other. Yeah, well, maybe that is the idea. A repeating triple squeeze on West. We'll see what happens when we play on clubs. I'm pretty sure we can afford to draw the trump first. Okay, West has 2 spades, making it sort of unlikely that he's going to have everything we need in the other suits, but let's find out. Okay, the clubs are 3-2. That's good news. Sorry, 3-2 is illegal. They're probably 4-2. If we were to rough one here, I'm not doing this, but just like I would have thought, Fred would have said, no, you idiot. The clubs could be 3-3, in which case you should play the ace. But okay, maybe he'll find some other line to punish me there. That's definitely the wrong line. Ace of clubs testing the clubs. Now rough a club. Hang on. Well, no, this is fine. We're just squeezing West in the red suits, I guess. Oh, but you can't? Because this dang club winner's in the way. We have to cash a club here now. Right? And we'll have to pitch one of these. And then West can just unguard that suit. Huh. So maybe you need something more specific. I don't know. I thought we might find that Well, actually, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like if West has 4 or 5 clubs and both minor suit kings, there should be a repeating triple squeeze against him. I think it would be weird though, right? Like because the trump suit would be involved in a way it usually isn't in repeating triple squeezes. You'd cash all but one of the spades. Need to find 2 pitches from dummy on that, huh? Ugh. Can you afford to pitch the red cards? Like the 2s? Well, you're cashing all but one, so you can pitch 1 from dummy. You can't pitch a club. Well, I don't know. You get to pitch after West. Right? So we're coming down to 7 cards each after pitching cashing 5 spades. And let's say we just know that West has 5 clubs and the two red kings. If we're coming down to 7 cards, is 7 the right number? I lost track already. Yes. West, if he keeps only 4 clubs, then we can play Ace King of Clubs Club Rough. No, you can't. Because you can't get to dummy to cash the clubs and then get back to hand. Huh. So it seems like West could keep 4 clubs. But that means he's only got room for 3 cards in the red suits. So you would cash the ace of whatever suit he stiffed. And then you'd rough a club back to hand. Oh, and then the last club would be a winner as well, I guess, right? If he went down to 4 clubs plus 2 plus 1. Well, yeah, because that would be him unguarding 2 suits. I don't know. Maybe the idea is that you really can't afford to test clubs. I don't think this squeeze works against East, does it? Maybe it does. The entries in the red suits are so bad, though. Still, I don't think you need to have tested clubs early. You can afford to do some of this stuff first, I guess. I haven't really been watching what they've been discarding, though. Try this? I don't know. Now we go do this. Yeah. So this is not working against East. Did I guess wrong? Did he stiff the King of Hearts? No. I don't get it. I mean, Maybe I'm just supposed to assume that clubs are 4-2. Because if they are, then you can play a simple squeeze in the red suits that works against only East? Does it even work against East? Because you have to pitch like winners from your hand, don't you? Huh? Draw some trumps. Ace, king, queen, pitching a heart. Club rough. The squeeze card is in the south hand. That's a problem. Well, no, it's not. It's just different. I don't get it, Fred. What am I missing? 11 tricks. Try to deal with, yeah, the 3-suit repeating squeeze. Yeah, I talked about this, but I couldn't make it work. Apparently you're supposed to play it against East. After one of the recent videos where, like, I don't know, I think it was one where there were like 2 guard squeezes and then a double guard squeeze. I was like, I should go back and read my book. And I tried to read some of, I tried to read the chapter on triple squeezes, including repeating squeezes. And I don't know, man. I don't have the patience anymore. I read that book 15 years ago. I was more invested in being good at bridge at the time. Just like trying to memorize Love's arbitrary classifications wasn't doing it for me. So, but this is exactly the chapter I was trying to read. Okay, maybe Fred explains it better. Yes, win the lead, draw trump. Why are we cashing the ace? I get that it's kind of like a Vienna coup thing, but aren't we maybe going to need that? Oh, no, I guess, of course. Yeah, if the... Well, I don't know about of course. I kind of said, like, oh, you have to play for... Like, you have to rough out... You have to play for a repeating triple squeeze. And then I said, well, maybe there's some way where you could, like, rough a club good and then use the clubs for a simple squeeze. And I tried a bunch of variations of that and found out you can't do it. And then I failed to back up and say, okay, if that whole simple squeeze thing doesn't work, how about the repeating triple? Which is sort of easy. You get all the aces out of South's way. And then on this trick, any defender who has 4 clubs and both kings will be in real trouble. Right? I'm about to pitch a diamond from dummy. If they pitch their 4th club, dummy's good. If they pitch a red king, I cash that red queen and squeeze them again in the other red suit and clubs. So yeah, I mean, I guess it's a fairly basic repeating triple squeeze, and I just, like, got tied up in thinking, well, what if, like, clubs had split differently, and I don't know. Or what if you could use this club somehow, but you can't. The entries are all screwed. You can't squeeze anybody if you rough out the clubs and try to enjoy a club. Because you just can't. Well, I feel like you could have squeezed West, right? But I don't know. Every time I say that, it doesn't happen. So I guess not. All right, next up. Hopefully I won't do quite so badly on the rest. I mean, we look like we have a club loser and a possible heart loser, right? I'm pretty sure we should take the heart finesse. There's no good reason to suppose East has the singleton king. And if the hearts are 3-1 or better and the finesse is on, there's no problem. So I guess this hand is going to be asking the question, what do you do if West has 4 hearts to the king? You have to lose a heart and you have to lose a club, right? And I guess there's going to be a smother play happening? If East is the one with 3 clubs. So in that case, we would need... that's working if East has 6-0-4-3, I guess, right? So take this finesse. Yeah, he shows out. Very funny. Again. So we did a smother play before. The idea is you want to take another heart finesse, but you can't because West would ruff, or would just duck, and you'd be forced to play the ace. So what you have to do instead is get to a position where you and West have only trumps left, and Dummy has a trump and something else. Then you force East to lead something that both you and West are roughing, but Dummy can choose to over-ruff or not. So we lose this to East... And he leads a spade, rather, of course. I rough this, and West is stuck. If he over-ruffs, Dummy over-ruffs with the ace. Or he can under-ruff, but then the ace of hearts remains a winner. Yeah, easy smother play, I guess. I think it was nice, I think, that I noticed it before I touched hearts at all. But you don't really have to. You could take one finesse and say, oh no, they're 4-0, what do I do? And then you kind of can't do anything but a smother, I think. Now, what about this hand? We seem to have a spade loser and a potential heart loser. There's not really anywhere you can put the spade loser, I don't think. Nobody bid anything, right? No, East bid 3 spades. Oh my gosh, okay. 3 spades. So, is this the same hand, basically? Like, what's different about this? I want to rough diamonds so that I can smother West by exiting a spade to East, right? Do you have to be careful about the order in which you cash stuff for some reason? Probably. Well, I'm going to win this, necessarily, and then take a heart finesse. Shocker, East is out. So, same kind of hand, it looks like. What's going to go wrong that's going to make this different from the last hand? And I think maybe, if anything, the answer is like, well, wait a minute. No, so you're roughing diamonds, right? But well, how many cards in each suit do we need West to have? We know he has 4 hearts. Well, was dealt 3 hearts. Has 3 left. But we'll say how many he started with. We know he has 4 hearts. We're pretty sure he had exactly 1 spade, which gives him 8 cards in the minors. If he's 4-4 in the minors, it hardly matters how we play them, right? We'll play ace ruff, cross to a club, ruff another diamond. Isn't the issue like I need? Well, okay, I'll take another finesse in trump just to pass the time. I guess I only need to ruff 2 diamonds. I don't need to ruff 3. Which is good, because I don't think I can ruff 3. Do we need West to follow to all 4 clubs? I think so. Because otherwise he could ruff a club low, forcing Dummy's ace. And then we would still have to lose to the king, and meanwhile our spade loser isn't going anywhere. So I think we need him to have at least 4 clubs. How many diamonds do we need? I don't know, 3? I mean, I gotta say, it looks like the same hand. Is there some reason why, like, West would enjoy roughing the spade trick that I'm gonna lead at the end? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't know. It's the same hand, man. Oh no, there's a difference. Hang on. It matters what I pitch from dummy. I have to pitch such that... Shoot, I didn't count East very carefully. He has 7 spades, no hearts. He had 2 clubs, I believe. Yeah, 2 clubs. So he must have started with 4 diamonds. I should have paid attention to whether he has diamonds left or spades, but I guess if he has diamonds left, there's not really much I can do, because he certainly has spades left. So I need to pitch dummy's spade so that I can exit a spade, and East will have to lead. No, he leads a diamond. So I lose, yeah? No. Yes, West can ruff with the king. Okay, so maybe I just had to pay more attention to the discards? I have to know how many spades East has left. Might as well take another finesse. East has pitched 2 spades. He started with 7. He's played 3. He has 4 spades left. He still has 4 spades left. No, 4 can't be right, can it? I guess so. We played 1 round, he pitched twice. This is his 3rd pitch, so he's played 4. He has 3 spades left. But if he has 3 spades and 1 diamond, aren't I like hosed no matter what I do here? I am, right? The smother doesn't work. That's why this is different, is that East can lead a suit that North can't ruff. So I have to pitch the spade and try to ruff this diamond, elope with it. Yes, West has to follow suit. Right. That's why this hand is different. 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, 5 diamonds. Wow. Partner somehow stuck in 2 spades. You're supposed to have a better spade suit than that, partner, but I guess you have a pretty good hand, so you wanted to make sure we didn't get beat up too bad in the auction. Okay. Huh. This is going to be one of those hands where you can't play the ace here, right? You don't want to play the ace until you find out whether clubs are splitting, because you don't know whether you should pitch a spade or a club. Yeah, I mean, I think that's basically it. Don't win the ace at trick 1. Draw trump. Watch for club discards. Okay, they seem to be out of trump. I didn't see any club discards, did I? That was a spade? Yeah. I guess you might as well. And in fact, there's a good reason to do so. I was going to say you could cash club and then queen of clubs. Then you know if the clubs are splitting. And you can cash the ace of diamonds, pitching a club if they're not splitting, or a spade if they are. But actually, it's important to cash the two hearts first. It seems like it probably doesn't matter, right? It's not going to affect whether clubs are splitting or whether the spade finesse is on. But if East has 4 clubs, then the last red suit winner will squeeze him down to a single spade, which means we won't have to take the spade finesse, which means if West happens to have the singleton king, we can bring it down by squeezing his partner not out of a trick, but just out of his count, forcing him to tell us how many cards of each suit he has, basically. Yeah, and we know East has a club left, so now we know he has at most 1 spade, so there's no need to finesse. We play the ace, lo and behold, West had the singleton king. Players call this a count squeeze. Where it's basically telling you whether you should take the finesse against East. You squeeze all of his little spades out so that you know whether he has the big spade or not. And if not, you choose not to finesse him and hope his partner's is dropping. Okay, the auction doesn't look too informative. We're in 7 spades. The spade suit is a little spotty. I mean, it's also well, so okay, in spades, right? There's a couple ways you can try to reduce your spade losers. If the suit is 3-2, no problem. We'll just like rough a diamond or something. After cashing king ace of spades, I guess. But if West has a bunch of spades, we're pretty much... Like, if West has Jack 10, 4th, or 5th, we can't make it. If East has Jack 10, 4th, or 5th, we can avoid spade losers, if we're careful, by playing ace of spades and then finessing East for the Jack 10 twice. Right? That would be a way to take no spade losers. If East has Jack 10, 4th, or 5th. The problem is, what if West has a stiff honor? Is that a problem? Maybe. I don't know. I guess... So, if East has both honors, then cashing the king or queen would be a disaster, right? So you might say, all right, let's cross to the ace. But what do you do when West plays an honor? I mean, I guess you can't finesse right away. You have to cash the king to find out whether West was just screwing around with Jack 10x. I say screwing around, right? It is a mandatory false card. It is in the book of false cards you must make because you want to encourage the player to finesse into you too soon. So I don't know. You kind of want to cash the ace. And if West follows small, I mean, you kind of have to lead up to the king. You can't really play around East having Jack 10 4th when you don't have any reason to believe it. It's more likely the suit is just splitting. If West plays an honor, you could say, restricted choice. I should finesse his partner for the other honor. And then you can take a diamond rough with the 2. But restricted choice only applies when someone is basically forced to play an honor. West could, as I say, have Jack 10x, the mandatory false card hand. In which case, you would be finessing into him and losing even though the suit is 3-2. So, if we're giving up on West, if West has a stiff honor, we can still pick it up as long as we play king, then ace, then finesse. But then we don't get a diamond ruff. So what if we play king, then ace, and they both follow? Then we take the diamond ruff, and we hopefully have heart and club entries to draw trump. I think that's the right idea. It fails if East... Well, no, I guess we might as well play ace and then king, right? So that I'm in hand. Well, also so that in case... No, we're just giving up on East having Jack 10 fourth. We're saying, I won't make it in that case. So stop thinking about that holding. If West has a stiff honor, ace, then king works out okay. Well, yeah, ace, then king, and then finesse on the third round. If West has a small stiff, we're giving up on that. If trump are 3-2, ace, then king works well because we're now in position to ruff a diamond and cross back in probably clubs, right? Yeah. Yeah, I think ace then king because it also works in case West has a void. Now this is where you'd be tempted to play restricted choice, finesse, but that's an error. Don't do that. Okay. West has shown out. Very embarrassing. It turns out he was forced to do this. And now we do need the trump finesse. So we can't take a diamond ruff. Which means in order to make the contract, we need the club finesse. Ah! Wait a minute. You're not allowed to be out of clubs. So is this why you're supposed to play king then ace? I guess it is. Because you need the finesse to work. You need to be able to cash 2 clubs. King then ace. Now you can take the diamond ruff. Nope, they over-ruffed you. Right, crossing in hearts first is better, I guess. But isn't it going to... Oh, the hand got all screwed up. King. Ace. I don't know, I think I'm getting some... I don't think this is going to work either. Because now if I play a second heart, like, they're just going to over-ruff. They're just going to ruff it. If I do this, they're ruffing, right? So... yeah. I felt like I was close the time that I, like, took the club finesse and it worked, but then the suit was 5-1. Like, on this holding, obviously, you can just take the diamond finesse, diamond ruff, then play ace, king, queen of spades. Easy, right? But that can't be the right line. I don't know. What is it, Fred? Have to go to your diamond loser and not lose a trump. Definitely don't ruff a diamond right away. Yep. because you don't know what to do. Yeah, catching a spade in hand can lead to problems. Cash the ace first. If Westfall is small, hope they're 3-2. Let's play the Jack or 10. You play the king. If West discards, you need the club finesse. I thought this was sort of what I did. Ace is roughed by East. You can over rough. Oh, was my problem that I drew too many trumps? I finished drawing trumps when I shouldn't have. I guess. So I think this was my first approach. I played ace and then king, and I found out, oh no, you can't afford to take a diamond rough. So I tried club to the queen, ace, East roughed, and I said, oh, you got me, I give up. But the point is, East's rough is actually, like, fine. Because now we've already finessed him. We don't need dummies 2 anymore. We can just rough it. Rough with it. I'm not sure whether that actually is the case. That I got that far and then... I think it is, though. I just like gave up when East roughed. I didn't even think about whether you can recover. C-30, the last C deal. 4 hearts, opponent's silent. They could maybe have overcalled, but it would have been difficult. We win this, clearly. And, I mean, we seem to have quite a lot of losers, right? A heart and a diamond for sure. And at least 2 clubs, unless a miracle happens there. I'm kind of thinking what I would like to do is cash 2 rounds of hearts. And then, before I exit in hearts, let's just cash... Nope. Alright, screw me, I guess. I guess I better exit in hearts. I just wanted to get rid of their diamond exit is all. In case the person winning the heart had, like, no more, had only 2 diamonds. Because then they'd have to lead a black suit, and that would be kind of nice for me. So it turns out East had 5 diamonds. The club holding is, you know, I mean, this is the famous holding where you should play an intra finesse, right? But you need more dummy entries for that. I'm noticing also the 2 of clubs looks very prominently like an entry in some worlds. I'm not sure what you would do with that. Like, how do you pick up clubs for 1 loser? It seems hard. If East had singleton 10... easy, just lead the jack. If West had a singleton honor, you still couldn't do it then, right? You'd play 9 king ace, And then you'd lead another club from dummy up to the Jack 9-8. But East would just fly in with the queen, and then his 10x are still a stopper, and there's not much you can do about them. And I don't think the king, queen of spades are doing anything. There's just not enough dummy entries. And there's no way you're going to end play somebody into having to lead spades. I guess maybe West? West is out of diamonds. There is that, I guess. So maybe you could lead 9 of clubs. West plays a stiff honor. Ace. But like, no way West has a stiff honor. He turned up with a stiff diamond as well. That would give East like 18 cards or something. Completely outrageous. Yeah, there's a thought. How many cards of each suit does everybody have? They each had 3 hearts. And I started with 3 diamonds, and Dummy started with, I believe, 4. So if West had 1 diamond, East had 5. So West is more likely to belong in the other suits. He will have 2 total cards. Well, 4 total cards more than East does. Right, to make up for the 5-1 split in diamonds. But those don't all have to be in clubs, you know. In fact, they can't all be in clubs. West can't have 4 more clubs than East, no matter how many they each have. It's illegal. Unless East has half a club and West has 4.5. So, I mean, we could lead the Jack of clubs. Works anytime East has stiff 10 specifically. Seems unlikely. What if we led the 8 of clubs to the ace, and East had a singleton king or queen? Now we play a spade, pitching a diamond from hand. West wins that and can't really afford to lead clubs or spades? I guess that's something worth trying. It's more likely than East having stiff 10, right? Okay. Now, hang on. Was I supposed to rough that? I think so. Because if I just pitch the diamond, I'm looking real bad. So we need East not to be able to get in, right? So I guess it's Jack of clubs now trying to drop the 10? No, we lose the game. Man, I hate having to use the solution button on these level 4 puzzles. Well, let's not do that yet. Let's go down gracefully. Well, I guess the quickest way to do that would be to not win this trick. And here's a holding where, sure, I mean... Well, wait, I say sure, but what was I supposed to do? East is guaranteed to get in clubs, and he can cash a diamond. Cash a bunch of hearts first? I don't think so. Maybe it's some delayed duck thing. I don't know. Just tell me the answer. I'm going to bed. I hate this game. Win the lead. Sure. Draw trump. Diamond return. Yeah, you win. I agree, it looks bleak. Yeah, West can lead diamonds. I mentioned this. 9 to the ace. I got this far. Might as well lead a spade on her. When he covers, I ruff. Yeah, did all that. Continue with the 9. Ah, it's better than the jack. Because, well, hang on. Is it? Why? I played the jack in this position. Thinking, oh, let's pin East's Doubleton 10. The 9... I mean, if East is out of clubs, both plays are equally good, right? I think. Maybe they're not. Jack, which is 1 with the king. And then West is toast. But what if Jack holds? Then I'm in trouble, I guess, right? Because I still have to lead a club and West will win the king 10. So why does the 9 work when West has king 10-4? It doesn't seem like it does. If East had a Doubleton king queen, yeah, sure. But he's more likely to have started with Doubleton honor 10, I think. West has no answer to the 9. It seems to me that playing low is the answer. What am I missing? Oh, I guess the point is if you play low, I now cash hearts? No, that doesn't work. If you play low, the 9 wins. And I'm still in hand. When I cash 2 hearts, you just pitch 2 spades. And you still have 2 club stops. Okay, so if West allows South to win, what do I do? Play another club. After cashing 2... Oh, right, we can afford to lose 2 clubs as long as we don't lose a diamond. I forgot this. If West wins and cashes, then you unblock and the 7 is your entry. Sure, that's obvious enough. If West has this holding, which is sort of what I played for. I don't know. I can't follow all this shit. These 15 different layouts. Alright, whatever. An unsuccessful outing here. I think I did horrible. I forget how many of these I got right. But several of them I got badly wrong. Oh well. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.